Have you ever been rushing out the door only to realize you can't find your keys? You don't know where they are, so you start guessing. They could be on the counter or in your coat pocket. To talk about these uncertain situations without stating a false fact, English uses modal verbs of possibility. The grammatical formula for expressing a present or future guess is straightforward. You start with your subject, add the modal verb, either may or might, and follow it directly with the base form of your verb. In many everyday contexts, these two words are totally interchangeable. If you look at the sky, you can say, "It might rain." Or if you're looking for an answer from a colleague, "He might know." Both perfectly express a guess. Getting comfortable with these modals is what allows us to navigate everyday uncertainty. You can make predictions and share hypotheses without accidentally stating something as an absolute fact. While they are often used interchangeably, there is a subtle difference in probability between the two. May implies a slightly higher likelihood, usually above 50%. You cannot simply add an ed to these modals. To guess about the past, you use may or might, followed by have, plus the past participle. For example, if Kate didn't answer her phone earlier, she may have been asleep. We can also express that it's possible something did not happen. By placing not immediately after the modal, we get may not or might not. This simply means perhaps it isn't true. But notice the difference here in section C. If you say Sarah might not have received the message, it means perhaps she didn't get it. But if you say she couldn't have received it, you are stating an absolute impossibility. There is zero chance she got the message. Let's test this. Read this sentence. It's cold outside, but James isn't wearing a jacket. Pause the video and fill in the blank to express a lower probability guess that he gets sick. Since it's a present tense guess with a lower probability, you use the modal plus the base verb. He might get sick. The path you choose depends entirely on the evidence you have. English requires distinct grammatical structures to say, maybe it didn't happen, versus it definitely didn't happen. Here is a final test from exercise 29.3. Person A asks if the fire was an accident. Person B replies, "No, the police say it blank an accident. It was deliberate." Because the police confirmed the fire was deliberate, an accident is impossible. You must use couldn't have. Let's lock in the core rules from Unit 29. First, may suggests a higher likelihood, while might is less likely. Second, for current guesses, use the modal plus a base verb. Third, for past guesses, use the modal plus have plus the past participle. And finally, use couldn't when an event is entirely impossible. Now it's your turn for the 145-day grammar challenge. Drop down to the comments and write 2 sentences, one using may and one using might. Make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's lesson. Refining your use of may and might is a practical step towards speaking more precisely, as it allows you to clearly distinguish between a simple guess and a confirmed impossibility.